I think with the new mission, what really acknowledges like the cool operating structures that Mac has created over the years. So the solutions that we developed, really calling out that what we're doing here and what we have been doing is innovative, but not for innovation's sake. It's like really specifically designed to meet the needs that our members have had over the years. And we've adapted to that organization. So I think what's really compelling to me is like acknowledging the power of collective wisdom of the network. Human services have a really critical and important role to play in building equitable communities. And we need to claim that. We need to own that. And we need to shout about it. When we work together, working on complex challenges is possible.
I think one of the main strengths of this mission is that it clearly acknowledges that we face complex problems. There are a lot of problems that we face. Some of them are racism, homophobia, transphobia, an economic system that's set up to make some people losers. And we need to say that in order to address it in a good way. It also acknowledges that we as community members, as nonprofit workers, and as people in the communities that we support, we have the solutions. The knowledge to fix these things already exists among the folks who are most affected by them. And the solutions will come out of us working together in solidarity and in coalition, because that's the only way that we ever get good solutions to complex problems.
So MAC has been on an evolving journey the last few years, especially. It was a lot of what we saw the past few years, starting in 2020, was kind of a natural evolution and deepening of our work, but on kind of an unnatural timeline. And I think the pandemic, 2020, the social justice uprising really caused us to focus and really zero in on the most important parts of MAC and what is the impact that we're really trying to do. Why are we here? We had a prior mission statement, and I think our new one is an evolution out of that. It's completing the argument that we started, and it's really adding that why piece. And the why about building equitable communities and building equity in our society. That piece is now directly in our mission statement, and that feels like a really important step further in this mission statement that we hadn't quite got to in our last mission statement. I think what is powerful and compelling about MAC's mission statement is that it starts with two of the foundational pieces of MAC, and that is collaboration and the collective wisdom of our network. So collaboration and collective wisdom is kind of the foundation, and we're using all of that to tackle these really complex challenges that we share. And we're actually building new structures and solutions. Our network is coming up with new solutions to these shared challenges, and MAC is helping to operationalize them. And I think having that connection point of, we have this foundation in collective network wisdom and collaboration, but we connect that to what we do to build new solutions that will ultimately maximize our impact and also help our communities build equitable solutions for themselves.
I think the real strength of our new mission is the fact that it's anchored back to the vision we share and the role of our human services members in realizing that vision. We didn't have that before. I think basing our mission on our vision for the future is really important. The notion about making collaboration real is new language. Our former mission statement, incidentally, used the term collaboration, but I think we're calling out more explicitly how we make that real with tangible ways of working together with our network, tangible solutions, infrastructure solutions. This environment that our member organizations operate within indeed it's very complex. The demand for these kinds of human services is never ceasing. In fact, it's growing. I think the demand for food supports, as an example, is at an all-time high, and many others as well. So we're dealing with huge demand for these kinds of supports. The environment in which our members try to provide that is very complex in terms of the way that work is supported, in many cases by government funding. That's an important part of our mission statement, that we work together to solve those very complex systemic and business issues for these nonprofits.
I think that over the past 8 years or so, we've really leaned into this collaboration, and we finally now have a mission that names it, not like within it, it's not assuming it, it's like right there in the first line. MAC makes collaboration real. And then the second part of this is the how, really, is that we're leveraging the collective wisdom and power of our network of human services to develop these new structures and solutions. And so you collaborate, and from that is born new structures and new solutions that better fit a sector, an important sector that is really your ultimate safety net for the community. And it's of buy-in for, I'm drawing from the vision, but it's of buy-in for human services. But in terms of like what makes our mission powerful, I think is that it is so much of what we already do, and it's actually just putting words to it. So it made it really, it wasn't necessarily when I took that back to my team and I said like, hey, here's our new mission. They were like, yeah, this is what we do. This is perfect. And I think it also showcases the purpose of MAC and why MACs should exist everywhere.